Because of my friend Depression Six Cuts, or Erin is her actual name, but her YouTube thingy is Depression Six Cuts. Um, I was interested in talking to YouTube. It's not like anybody's gonna actually watch this crap, but no, why not, right? And she does like my life or like my day, and she tells you about stuff that she's gone through. Now, none of my stuff is anywhere near as bad as her stuff, but I do have my own stories, and I decided that I would share them with you because I don't have friends in the real world, and I like to talk a lot. So, I guess I could talk about being bullied and stuff, and like how I got over it. Like, if that's what I don't know if I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna do it anyway because this video is gonna get really long if I keep talking about nothingness. Um, um, so when I was in second grade, we were moving around a lot from like ages of being born to whatever age you are in second grade. I think you're like 7. Um, we were moving around a lot, and it was cool for me because for the most part I was moving around to like different preschools, and then I only had to switch like actual elementary schools like once. But yeah. So when I moved in second grade, it was kind of weird because like everybody had already made their friends. Like, you know how in kindergarten and first grade, like just everybody's friends with everybody, and then you get to like second grade and you start to like section off, and like the weird kids and the popular kids, and then the smart kids and the dumb kids, and the ones that are gonna end up as like whores, and then you know what I'm talking about. So I kind of missed that boat when I switched schools like that, which sucked. Um, I ended up getting a lot of rejection. It was not fun at all. um, and like back then, I didn't have braces yet. I had like these weird like wire glasses, not like these big framed glasses are any better, but you know, um, my face, like my teeth, kind of looked like I was a rabbit because they were like bucked and then they stuck out, and it was not as cute as you would probably think at all. um, Second grade, I started gaining a lot of weight, and I had a little bit of a tummy. I lost it in seventh grade, but we're talking about second grade. Um, and I was just not accepted, which was weird as crap for me because I was almost popular when I was in kindergarten and first grade, if you can be popular in kindergarten and first grade. But like I got pushed away a lot. And both of my parents, like when they were in school, my mom was like the popular girl who always did good in school, and she dated the jock guy, and my dad was like the, you know, big bad guy who like was always getting in trouble and everybody knew his name, and he was a New Yorker who came to a little town, and he was that guy. And then there's me, who's like awkward as fuck and so confused about so many things. So, fast forward to like fourth grade, I started to understand people really didn't like me. Hard, right? Um, and I didn't really know how to deal with like bullying and like pent up anger yet. And I remember like a few times, or there was this girl, right? And we were in art class, and she was just like pushing me. She just kept fucking with me, like nonstop. And I turned around and I pushed everything off of her table, and I was like, "Stop touching me!" And I like flipped out on her, And the only thing that she had to say was, "Whoa, chill out. Why are you freaking on me? Oh my god, you're so weird." So then I was known as like the unstable chick for like the next 3 years. And that was nothing to be proud of. So um, I hung out with my group of friends, right? And ultimately, one of them turned out to be a tease because she dresses crazy and then is like a saint, and I don't even understand it. It, an ugh, the one that turned out to be lesbian and cuts herself, the thespian, the freaking chorus kid, the gay kid, those were my core friends. Which kind of explains why I am the way I am. But taking a trip to, I'm gonna say middle school, I, which starts 7th grade because my school's retarded. Um, I started like getting to know people, and it was like a whole new school, so I met a bunch of people and it was awesome, and I had so many friends, and I lost a shit ton of weight. Like I weighed the same amount as I did when I was in like 4th grade, and I was in 7th grade, and it was just awesome. I was really feeling myself, and I was like, oh, things are finally gonna change, and yes. And then I got to 8th grade, and that sucked because I was friends with a lot of 9th graders who were going to the high school the next year. So, like, they were all leaving me. But, so when I went to 8th grade, all my friends were gone. And I started gaining back a lot of the weight that I had already lost. So, in my mind, I didn't really put two and two together, but I thought, oh shit, I'm gaining weight. People don't like me anymore. Oh my gosh. What the hell? So I was kind of going through it solo. Like, I didn't really have any close friends at the beginning of 8th grade. And, like, even the friends who I'm really close with now, I didn't really want to open up to them because it kind of freaked me out and stuff. And I'm so sorry this video is going to be so long. Yeah, and that, it was just hard. And yeah. So I ended up, long story short, I ended up being suicidal. And I told my friend, who's now my best friend, depression cuts, her, that I was suicidal, and I've been thinking about, like, attempting suicide, ultimately. And she dragged my ass down to the guidance office so fast, it wasn't even funny. It was not funny at all. No. Within an hour, I talked to the school psychiatrist, my guidance counselor. They called my mother. She ended up in my school, and she was sitting there crying, and they called me down and they said, "Now tell your mom you're suicidal." How the hell am I supposed to do that? So I told her all about it, and she thought I was gonna kill myself, and they were like, "You should probably just take her to counseling, or you should probably just take her to, like, the person that you talk to talk about stuff." Anyway, regardless. And I, I don't know what happened. My mom heard it all, but she thought it, I don't know. I don't like how she handled it at all, and we're not going to get into that because whatever. But I ended up not going to talk to anybody. So I was just like, well, fuck. My parents don't care. Let me just keep it on the DL because I don't want to cause a scene or anything. Like, come on. Like, just get your life together, right? And 8th grade, I also started not eating as much as healthily as you're supposed to keep a healthy body. I was anorexic in the making. And it might have been partially because my parents, I felt like they couldn't connect with me on that level at all. Like, they were good to talk to about sex and drugs and, like, staple stuff, but I don't think that they understood any of that. So, flash forward, 9th grade, woo! Um, I ended up, I relapsed on anorexia. I was having suicidal thoughts again, and, my guidance counselor, I told my guidance counselor, and she called my mom again. My mom's fucking pissed because she's like, Maisha, why don't you ever tell me anything? You always keep everything pent up to yourself. How comes I always have to find out things through another person? And it just was horrible. And I was sick and I was tired, and I ended up yelling at her, and we had a fight, and it was horrible. No fist fights, nothing was thrown, but it was scary, and I did not like it at all. That was not fun. She did not understand anything, but parents aren't necessarily made to understand anything. On top of her being angry because I didn't tell her anything, she found weed, alcohol, and cigarettes in my room. And I was grounded for a while. My boyfriend, because I have one of those now, was livid because he's like, you got yourself in trouble over something dumb, and now because of you we can't talk. And I have the weirdest relationship with my boyfriend ever. We're madly in love, but we both piss each other off to no end. That could be a story for another video. Comment if you want that. But yeah, now we're here. Okay? Now we're here in the present, right? I've been eating healthy. That might change during the school year, but who knows, right? I'm gonna try to stay healthy. Suicidal thoughts, for the most part, are gone. I've been content because now I'm looking forward to the future. Although I don't know if I'm actually gonna go to college or what the hell I want to be when I grow up, and all of my aspirations are based around a boy. So, this video is all over the place and it's long as fuck. And if you actually watch the whole thing, you get a sticker and a cookie. Just kidding, because I'm in the internet. I'm in your computer. So yeah. If you guys have anything you want me to talk about, I mean, I get it, I'm young, but wisdom is better than knowledge. And what do you get wisdom from? Experiences, which I've had a lot of, with a lot of things. So, you can comment or you can Instagram me things, because follow me on Instagram and just like comment on one of my pictures, because my Instagram is cool and green, just like my username here. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I just felt like it's fun hearing people's stories. So, bye, I love you.